Manchester United's struggles to find themselves a new number 9 before the start of the season continue, as we see that they've had a bid rejected for Rasmus Hojlund. Now, this is a bid with player exchange included, not just cash up front. But the struggles continue. Let's get into it and talk about it together. So as we know, Manchester United's pursuit of a number 9 is one that is vitally important this summer, and we've seen Rasmus Hojlund come to the forefront as the number 1 option for Manchester United. And reports are coming out today that a bid has been rejected for Rasmus Hojlund. Now, let's get into it here and have a look. So basically, the offer that Manchester United have put on the table for him is a cash plus player offer for Rasmus Hojlund, and it has been rejected by Atalanta. Now, look, we have seen already in, the first game of pre-season how much Manchester United are lacking in the number 9 area. Anthony Martial, to nobody's surprise, is still not fit on the back of his injury from last season. We've seen throughout the last 6 to 9 months how little he can be relied on. And, we did go into this summer transfer window with a number 9 as a priority. We know the Harry Kane situation. Basically, Manchester United are not going to be, I suppose, given the opportunity to sign him from Daniel Levy. He would rather see Harry Kane go abroad. So Manchester United have turned to the likes of Rasmus Hojlund. Now, in relation to, kind of transfers fees that we're looking at, obviously we did see the first one being rejected, but reports are also suggesting that Atalanta are demanding £85 million in a cash-only deal for Hojlund. Now, whether that is 85 million up front, whether it could be 55 million in a one-off payment with, 20 to 30 million in terms of add-ons, achievable add-ons, we're not 100% sure. But I certainly do believe that 85 million pounds sterling for a player who scored 7 goals last season in the Serie A is just completely outrageous. It is completely outrageous. I do understand that number 9s are, the hardest kind of position and the hardest players to find in the game. And Manchester United are desperate for one. We can't rely on Marcus Rashford's goals again this season. Obviously, you do hope that he can continue his hot vein of form on the back of what he done last year. But I don't think all of that pressure can be put on Marcus Rashford either. I think we need to get a number 9 in the door that can chip in with a minimum of 20 goals. You would hope the likes of Bruno Fernandes can score more. Anthony can score more. Maybe Garnacho is going to improve again on the back of what he done last year. But a number 9 is vital. It really is. Now, if we're going to be talking about 85 million pounds sterling for, a 20-year-old who has scored single-digit goals last season in the league, in the Serie A, which of course is not as competitive as the Premier League, then I would be, why not look for another 20 million under the couch and throw it at Spurs and see, can you get Harry Kane, who is guaranteed to score you minimum 25 goals next year? It's very disappointing to hear. It really is. And I don't know what way Manchester United are going to hold out here. Are they going to maybe hang on and sit down at the negotiating table and let it drag on throughout the rest of the transfer window? Because we are desperate for a number 9. We really, really are. I can't envisage Manchester United getting into the top 4 next year with Martial as your number 1 striker. It's just not going to happen. So do Manchester United do what they said they were going to do with the likes of Mason Mount with Chelsea? This is our final bid. If you don't take it, then we'll move elsewhere. Now, I think Manchester United had more, I suppose, leverage in terms of the Mason Mount deal. We knew he wanted to leave. We knew he wanted to come to Manchester United, and we knew Chelsea wanted to get him off the books. Atalanta, I think, are probably not in the same boat that Chelsea were in relation to this kind of deal. He does want to leave Atalanta, but he has also said he wants to join Manchester United. But if that isn't an option, he does want to join a top European club. So I don't think there's going to be any suitors for him at 85 million. So does that maybe tip the balance back towards Manchester United? It remains to be seen. But the one thing that can't be argued here is that Manchester United need to act quickly in terms of getting a number 9 in. We do not want to go into another situation like last year where we weren't getting players in at any stage throughout pre-season. And we've seen the slow start that Manchester United made last season. So a number 9 is vitally important. We can see the goalkeeping situation getting itself sorted over the next few days, but a number 9 is of key priority here. It really, really is. We are so short in that area. We can't rely on Martial. I know Marcus Rashford can play through the middle, and that, of course, is an option as well, but he is more effective, in my opinion, off the left-hand side. You would like a Marcus Rashford playing the way he played last season off the left-hand side with an established number 9 through the middle as well that, takes some of that pressure off. But look, it's disappointing to hear this. We're going to obviously hear more about it in the coming days, if not hours. But we will be discussing it in depth tonight on the news show at 7:30. So make sure you are joining us for that. We'll be talking a lot more. There's outgoings as well. Anthony Elanga will be giving an update on the goalkeeper situation as well. So make sure you're tuning in at 7:30 for that as well, guys. Please hit the like button. Helps the channel out an awful lot. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll speak to you tonight.